I've had wrestling coaches, I've had teachers, I've had resident advisors who were reverends who had a huge impact on my life and followed up with me and paid attention to me and cared for me in more of a one-directional sense, right? I view myself as the beneficiary. Of course, they certainly got something out of it if they had that job. I mean, they probably found it to be very gratifying in its own way. And teachers like Professor Ed Shao at Princeton, I feel incredibly indebted to. These days, and for a long time, I've believed that you can learn something powerful from almost anyone, probably anyone you interact with. Could be an Uber driver, could be someone taking garbage out of a restaurant. If you really take the time to dig, you can find something. And before you can, I think as an adult, effectively think about who you would like to learn from, if I put it that way, it's helpful to have a baseline of self-awareness so you know what you might want to work on to either amplify strengths, develop skills, address weaknesses. And so, for instance, one of my close friends, Matt Mullenweg, is younger than I am. He's the founder of Automatic, which runs WordPress.com. He's the lead developer of WordPress, although it was an open source project, of course, with many, many contributors. He was one of the lead developers, now powers something like 32% of the internet. And he exemplifies a cool and calm temperament, even in the most chaotic periods imaginable, during the most chaotic events imaginable. And when I find myself getting dysregulated, to use a fancy term, losing my shit, or getting carried away by emotion, getting righteously angry, or whatever it might be, and I recognize at some point that it's really not serving me, that I am being owned by the emotion, right? Like I'm the dog on the leash, not the other way around. Then I think of Matt. I'm like, what would Matt do? What advice would Matt give me right now? How would Matt act in these circumstances?